Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It has been a very long time since I have done a video like this where I'm just sitting and talking to you, and as you can see from the title, I am going to tell you how I survived drama school / university, and these are just some top tips on how to basically survive drama school and university and like get the most out of your course / degree. If you are new to my channel, then hi, my name is Nicole and I just graduated from a BA acting course, and previously I did do a foundation in acting, and these are just some helpful tips. And I first started off doing drama school audition videos just to tell people how my experience of drama schools and things were, because when I was auditioning at that time there weren't many videos about drama school auditions, and I just wanted to basically share my experience and help other people auditioning as well and trying to get into drama school. And so here now, a few years later, I'm going to tell you like the top tips of how to get the most out of your time at drama school or university. So let's jump into it. Grab a cup of tea and or hot beverage of any kind. I've got some tea here. Number one is be open, and that is basically being open-minded about meeting new people, about teachers and tutors you get and their classes and the things that they tell you to do. That sounds very broad and kind of strange at the same time, but it's really important that you understand that you might not know everything all at once. You might not know the reasons for doing certain things, and it can be very vague. Classes can be so wacky and weird, and you just don't understand what the importance is until later on when you have to revisit it, or maybe it just doesn't click straight away. And that is okay. Just be open-minded and keep going and keep trying to do the task, and just remember that not everything will make sense all of the time, but it's okay, and there is a wider meaning to certain things. And stay open-minded and optimistic that you will find out the reasons why, and sometimes you never know why, and it's okay. And it's okay to ask questions if you don't understand or you just don't get it, and sometimes there isn't anything to get. And this is a really hard one to start off with, but as long as you let go and just be like, you know what, I don't understand, but I'm just going to do it anyway, that mindset can make you go so much further if you just close yourself off and say, no, I don't want to do it. Sometimes you won't find out what that meaning for a certain activity is until you maybe start doing that activity in like third year, or a week into rehearsals, or a year later when you're out in the industry. Sometimes you just won't get it at all, and that's okay, because some activities and lessons may work for some people and sometimes they might not work for other people. And that leads on to number two. Don't hold on to things that don't serve you. So a lot of the time, especially in first year, teachers will try and teach you loads of different things and throw loads of random stuff at you. Not literally, hopefully. You'll just do lots of different exercises, and I think that's the best way to learn, because then you know what works for you and what really doesn't. And that is okay. You just take it all in and then put in the things that you actually will take with you into your toolbox, and then you have all those tools and skills and exercises that actually work for you and you like, and then just leave the rest that doesn't work for you and you don't understand out. But as long as you've taken in everything, or as much as you can, and figure out what works and what doesn't, then you're on the right track, because not everything will work for every single person. Loads of people learn in different ways, and teachers and tutors are there to help you figure out what works for you. And I think that's really important, to not hold on to the things that are really hard and you don't understand how the certain thing works, or you trying to grasp at something that you just can't grasp. And sometimes it's okay to be like, you know what, I took that in and that doesn't work for me, so I'm going to move on, but this other thing works for me and I know that it works for me. and just have that in the back of your mind, but keep working and keep trying. As long as you try, then it will be okay, and you have that little toolbox that you're creating and building, especially in first and second year. Number 3 is be organised and be on time. And a lot of teachers and tutors always bang on about this, about attendance and about being punctual. And it's because it actually really matters. In some drama schools, you could be late for a class, like literally 3 seconds late, and they won't let you into the class. And so you have to wait till the end of the class to then join the next class. Sometimes if you're late for one class, then you're allowed to join the next class. Sometimes you might have to skip the whole day. It depends on your tutor, depends on the classes and the class length, and the discretion of the teachers, basically. Then some people are really lenient, and the thing is, you're paying for the course, you're paying for your time there, you're paying to learn, and why would you want to not show up for something that you should be really passionate about if you're on the course, hopefully, and something that you really want to do? However, there are obviously certain cases where you can't help but be late, but always try and plan to be early, because that will save you a lot of hassle and stress and anxiety in the long run. Number 4 is have fun, and it's okay to just mess up completely and make mistakes, because in especially first year, that's what you're supposed to do. And throughout your whole time there, however long your course is, you should be in a safe space to be able to grow through doing totally the wrong thing or making so many mistakes. As long as you learn from those mistakes, then you're on the right track. And as long as you have fun and mess around and find what works and what doesn't, then you'll have a great time. You'll be learning, and you'll be able to be in a safe space to just absorb everything that you can. And it's a lot easier said than done sometimes, especially depending on who you are as a person and who you're surrounded by and your space. But try and have fun and be a little bit more free and open. Number 5 is make friends. Now, this sounds so simple, but a lot of times in drama schools and universities, there is a misconception of it's a competition, but it's really not. You're in an environment that's safe and surrounded by like-minded people, trying to get the best work, and it's not a competition because you're all in it to be in it together. And a lot of the times, the people that you work with at uni or at drama school are the people in the industry that you will get along with, have to call up to help with self-tapes and be readers for. And a lot of the times you learn from just watching other people, especially in your classes, especially when you're rehearsing. A lot of the times, a note for one person could be a note for everyone else. And so it's good to pay attention and make friends and not think like it's a competition. The people in your class are the people who are going to be in the industry with you. If you make friends, then working as a team, as an ensemble in a rehearsal or a class or a show is a lot easier, and you learn so much more from that positive environment. I have lost count now, so I'm going to sip my tea. Leading on from making friends and not thinking like it's a competition is don't compare yourself to other people. That is a lot easier said than done, obviously, because in life we always compare ourselves to other people, especially with like social media nowadays. It's a lot harder to not compare yourself to other people, especially when you're surrounded by individuals who are trying to get into the same industry as you. But you are your own individual person. No one can be who you are. And I think even myself, sometimes I forget this. Like, a lot of people don't have the same skills and the same look and the same sound as I do, because I am special in my own way. I am not like anyone else, unless I had a twin, but I don't. So, but even then, we'd have different personalities. You have to remember that if you compare yourself to other people, it's quite detrimental. Just make sure that you remember that you are your own unique person. You are on your own unique journey. You can't follow someone else's journey, because your lessons that you need to learn are different, completely different to some other people's. Your strengths and weaknesses are so different from other people's. When you're out in the industry, you are yourself, and you need to know your unique selling points, and you need to know that you are special in your own way, and you are going on your own individual journey. Yeah, but that does not make it a competition. Just saying. The next one is do the work. Leading on from making friends and going on your own journey, you have to do the work, whether it's homework, whether it's like research, whether it's doing the exercises. A lot of the time, especially at drama school, it is about working as an ensemble. And if you're not putting in the work, then your peers might get annoyed at you, but also you're not going to learn. And in drama school and university, you're in a safe little bubble. But when you go out into the industry, you will have to be doing that work by yourself. No one's going to tell you, you have to do this, you have to do this. Directors might say that, but they might not. They just assume that you know to do your own research, to do the work, to make sure you're there on time, to make sure you have the right ingredients to start cooking, kind of thing. So you have to do the work. Practice makes perfect. If you don't start doing it in drama school, then you probably won't do it when you're out in the industry. And it's just that muscle memory of knowing what you have to do and just doing it and doing the work. Then you're not letting yourself down, and you're not letting your peers down, and you're not letting your teacher, tutor, director down. Keep doing the exercises, so you've got that massive toolbox of stuff that works for you. Keep doing them. I mean, sometimes I have to say I can be a bit lazy, but I'll just kick myself and say, just do it, Nicole, just do it, because it's for your own good. Actors and performers are like athletes. They need to practice and keep that stamina of performing and using their voice and body to move and speak and project and articulate. And so the more you keep up those exercises that work for you, the better your stamina and endurance will be for when you then go on to do a show in third year in the industry. That is a very helpful tip, because sometimes it's hard during the holidays or when you are tired and lazy, but make sure you know in the back of your mind, I need to do this, this, this. And then the last thing, the last top tip that I'm giving you is to remember that it is a business, it is an industry that you're going into. And although you have to be the performer, the creative, there's also that side of being a business. You are going to be self-employed, and so you need to have like both hats on basically, and think creatively and think like a business. Like I said earlier, know your unique selling points, know who you are, know what you want to get into. And sometimes you don't know what you want to get into, and sometimes it's better to be like, oh, I just want to do everything, and that's okay. But know what you want and know how you're going to get there. And pay attention to the whole school, whole university, because the more you get to know other people, you get to talking and things, the more you'll know the business. The more you listen to Q&As and talks with casting directors and producers and directors and actors in the actual profession, the more you'll get an understanding and more knowledge about how the industry works. And sometimes it is unfair, sometimes things are changing, but you need to be up to date with that knowledge and know the business side of it. Because, okay, now I'm going to do a really cheesy quote that one of my tutors once said to me. It is show business. Right. I can't believe I just did that, but it's okay. I hope that you have really enjoyed this. I hope this has really been informative for you. I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will try and answer them. If not by replying, then in another video maybe I'll do another Q&A about this stuff. I really hope that you've enjoyed this, and good luck with any auditions, any applications, and I will see you next time. Bye.